on Ramjet.
Thanks for watching News 12 on your side.
From the station that's on your side, this is News 12 at 6 o'clock.
Overgrown grass, sky-high property taxes, new at 6 o'clock. Neighbors say something's gotta give. But first up tonight, saving our kids from violence. Just last night, a 16-year-old found shot in the leg on First Avenue near Dogwood Terrace Apartments. The Richmond County Sheriff's Office tells us this. The accused shooter, only 19 years old, now in police custody. Just 3 weeks ago, 2 gunshots ring out inside Josie High School, one of them hitting a student in the finger. Before this, fights and brawls at Butler, canceling a football game in class time there. Tonight, after hearing from parents, mental health advocates, and leaders, want to hear from students about the challenges they're facing. Hallie Turner reports this is the second step in finding a solution.
The youth interaction was one of the solutions that we came up with in the first meeting. So it was, we need to have youth interaction. And so I was like, we identified the problem. Let's go into the solution.
Requiring a flip in the script.
So if you want to see the change, you have to be the change.
Transformation is something Jamila Dukes knows firsthand.
I am the oldest. I had a little brother. Both of my parents were addicted to drugs when I was growing up. So I had to grow up really, really fast. It was nights that I went without food. We were homeless. Nights that we just didn't know what was going to happen the next day. So I know what their struggles is.
She believes a different approach to community help is the game changer.
I think that you just have to meet them where they are. And a lot of them want to have the conversations. They just don't feel heard.
So she's passing the mic to the next generation.
We will introduce ourselves, have an affirmation, and literally we have a PowerPoint presentation that has questions, what it is that has been affecting them in their community, in their schools, and in their home life. Like, what are you going through? Because we could guess or assume that everything's okay. I'm a great parent. I take care of my kids. I provide this. I provide that. I provide this. But is that what they need?
Bringing it back to the adults at the next meeting.
We take the information that we gathered tonight. We take it back to the next community forum. Hopefully they'll give us the juice tonight, and then we can take their feedback and take it and sit and look at it and figure out how do we create a solution that's going to benefit them from their perspective, not just how adults would do it.
In Augusta, Hallie Turner on your side.
Okay, those doors open at 7:15 tonight at the Purpose Center on Olive Road. This is a free event, one that will continue to happen every third Monday of each month. Tonight, a coach for the Academy of Richmond County football team sending his condolences to the family of Savon Small. That 16-year-old died Monday after drowning at Clarks Hill Lake. Coach Keenan Grissett posting on Facebook to thank everyone for their love and support to the team, but says, the real prayers need to go to Savon's mother. It reads in part, a mother that will bury her child and see him leave his fleshly form. That mother needs our love and prayer. So please don't stop with me and the team. The ARC football team also dedicating this season to Savon using the hashtag SavonStrong. Several players also have their social media profiles reflecting his number, 43.
We did bring back some thread for the rest of the week in just about 10 minutes.
Property taxes in Richmond County are going up, and so is the height of this grass you can see here behind us. 5 years. Over the past 5 years, neighbors in Harrisburg have filed more than 300 complaints for overgrown grass and weeds.
And you can see the condition still. So what is the plan to fix it? Cindy Hood joining us live with a closer look at the problem. What's the solution?
Well, that's the million-dollar question that neighbors are asking themselves. Who is responsible for all of this? This is a copy of some 311 calls made just in this neighborhood, and all these complaints right here were made just in the last year for this Harrisburg neighborhood. That's Crawford Avenue, Battle Row, and Eve Street, where I'm standing at right now. And neighbors, frankly, they're getting fed up. They don't want a Band-Aid fix anymore. They want a permanent solution to this ugly problem.
My property taxes are going up, and I'm not getting first-class service, but I'm paying first-class rates.
In return for the green leaving his wallet, he's seeing green, just a little too much green in this case.
They have all these community cleanups, and it's foolish to me because people come right behind and trash. They need to be fined for it.
There is a fine, $1,000, but it doesn't seem to be deterring the people causing the problems.
Oh, I maintain my lots, and if we don't, we'll get a letter from Richmond County. but when the shoe goes on the other foot, it's just not fair play.
Code enforcement's made trips to the area, citing overgrowth, littering, and debris.
I've been calling 311 about this for probably since we moved in here.
She's not the only one. We found hundreds of calls made to 311 from Crawford Avenue to Battle Row.
On top of COVID and being a chef and dealing with all of that, and then you got to come down and deal with this, like, I don't even want to come to work.
So now she's working to find a solution for her and her neighbors.
And I don't even live here, so I can imagine what it smells like for the neighbors. I wouldn't let my dog live in this.
And overgrowth is a familiar complaint city leaders are aware of. They're working to address this in a workshop on the 15th. They'll further discuss their goal of putting all the landscaping needs into one department for the city to handle.
And so are they hoping to make that more routine maintenance at these lots that you're standing there at, Sydney?
They are hoping to make it more routine and hoping they'll build a schedule potentially. The only thing is they are just in the early stages of this, so everything is very new to them right now. They are still trying to figure things out themselves, and they're hoping to discuss more on this in that workshop on the 15th.
I think a lot of people want to see to believe. Sydney, thank you.
Yeah, that problem is not going away. Let's talk about Augusta's Riverwalk. Keep unfolding. We'll keep watching it as it goes forward. Thanks for the update there, live from the Riverwalk. Also tonight, the new details for that female inmate taken to a hospital yesterday from the detention center. The Richmond County coroner says 18-year-old Stacy Lopez has lost her life today. The Richmond County Sheriff's Office says Stacy was found unresponsive in her cell yesterday. Deputies say it appears she died from a self-inflicted injury. There is an autopsy schedule. We'll let you know what they learned from that.
Another school district has made the decision to cancel its homecoming tailgating activities. The superintendent for Jefferson County Schools says it's over safety concerns. In a letter sent home to parents, they say the decision was not made lightly, and they hope they can have this event safely again in the future. Just days ago, Burke County High School canceled their tailgate, but a letter sent home did not offer a specific reason why. They say all other scheduled activities will continue as planned. This just in, a rabid raccoon has been spotted in Saluda, South Carolina. DHEC says it was right near Denny Highway and Joe Black Road in Prosperity. One dog's been exposed. It's now in quarantine. No humans were exposed, but DHEC is warning you tonight. If you see an animal acting strange, avoid touching it. Contact someone trained in handling animals like your local animal control.
So to come here on News 12 at 6 o'clock, we're celebrating some national champions right here at home at USC Aiken.
And temperatures will stay warm again tomorrow, but we are bringing back the chance for thunderstorms, and some of those could turn severe. We'll have an update on the forecast just after the break.
Time and Temp, brought to you by Jamie Gassett. Injured in a wreck? Call me right now.
As Savannah Medicare Specialist, we proudly serve Georgia and South Carolina. For a commitment-free consultation, please give us a call or visit our website, ru64.com.
It's grand opening celebration for Interiors Market, the newest concept store by Weinberger's Furniture. Right now, save $250 off any purchase over $9.99. Save on everything in store and save on anything you customize to order. This coupon is on top of our already discounted furniture, mattresses, and accessories. Don't miss the celebration and deals.
Come see what's new.
Interiors Market, right across the street from Weinberger's Furniture.
Terry Limber Hyundai is celebrating
Icons most days. No day looks like a complete washout, but just keep an eye to the sky for those afternoon storms.
Back in May, the USC Aiken eventing team made history by becoming intercollegiate champions. They also marked their first ever championship win at the school. And for the next 2 years, teams from across the nation will come to Aiken for that championship.
So today, the school, the students, the staff came together to celebrate their champions. Take a look. The winning team locking arms as a banner is unveiled, marking their historic win. We spoke to the players about what it took to get here and what the win means for this university.
It's like really huge for the university and for the future of the team. We're only allowed to run on teams of 3 or 4, so they all came with 6 or 7 teams, and we were a team, one team. So it's pretty awesome.
Very awesome. They say they can't wait for that home field advantage next year.
Saturday, the Georgia Bulldogs are playing their second of 4 straight home games to start the season. Speaking of that home field advantage, next in sports, we'll hear from the Dogs who have their mind set on improving to 2-0.
Call 762 all night.
Access to affordable and reliable internet is not easy for some of our rural counties like Bamberg, but thanks to the Reconnect program, which is part of the President's Investing in America agenda, change is coming.
Our Taylor Martin looks at how this will help schools in the area and boost economic development.
High-speed internet access in rural South Carolina counties has been in the works for years, with Aiken getting broadband internet 2 years ago, and Bamberg announced today they're getting it after trying for 10 years.
Parents have to bring their children to the library and park their cars in order to gain the internet because it was not available in their area.
It's the reality for many people living in rural South Carolina counties.
We have several folks that want to start home businesses but have no way to do that because they don't have internet.
For Samela Porter, who's lived in Bamberg her whole life, the internet issues are every day.
I have a lot of problems with the internet at my house, with my computer, with my telephone.
In August, the USDA announced nearly $700 million in grants and loans to connect thousands of people in rural areas to high-speed internet, a program called the Reconnect program. Less than a month later, $24 million of that is making its way to Bamberg and Orangeburg counties.
I had citizens come up to me today and say, hey, we don't have internet at all, we have no broadband, and they're in the service area, and they can't get it from anyone, not from any other service provider, so this is going to be life-changing for several.
Both counties will get $12 million each, and people who live there say this is an exciting time.
This is the beginning of other things being able to come into our area. This is opening the doors for a whole lot of other things to happen for Bamberg County.
Reporting in Bamberg, Taylor Martin, on your side.
If you live in Bamberg or Orangeburg County and you're interested in applying, you could get a discount of the $75 per month towards your internet service, and that's for low-income households that qualify. We're 2 days away from the kickoff of Aiken's Macon. The annual Arts and Crafts Show is this Friday and Saturday, opening each morning at 9. And here's a look at video from the event last year. There's folk art, ironwork, candles, food, just about any kind of craft you can imagine. The event lining Park Avenue in downtown Aiken is free.
On your sideline, sports brought to you by the Hawk Law Group.
Over the past couple of seasons, the Georgia Bulldogs have been the gold standard of college football. And when you're the one on top, you're going to get everyone's best shot every time you step onto the field. Georgia left no doubt in their season opener against UT Martin, continuing their streak of never losing a season opener since Kirby Smart took over the program. With Ball State coming into Athens this week, most people are expecting a similar result on a Saturday afternoon. Despite those expectations, the players are echoing Kirby's mentality of not getting too high and not getting too low, regardless of how much success they have.
In each of those years, there were games immediately after that we had question marks, and I think you're always going to have question marks. I mean, nobody says you got to be the best team after week one.
Each week, the opponent is difficult to go against, so we really just try to focus on what we can, as a Georgia defense, and then, do the things that we do right and do best, and then go out there and execute to the best of our ability.
The Dogs are kicking off their second game of the new year on Saturday afternoon at noon between the Hedges against Ball State. Week 4 of the high school football season is almost here, and we'd love for you to help us decide which one of these great matchups will be our Under the Lights game of the week. Your choices are Evans hosting Burke County, Greenbrier battling Lakeside, or Saluda taking on Emerald. Scan the QR code on your screen or log on to our website to cast your vote.
Well, Tech, Georgia, Clemson. Well, Tech, Georgia, Clemson, and Carolina will all be playing at home this Saturday. We'll take a look at the game day forecast for you just after the break. Kim Dram